I've ever seen. To being at the top of European under-21 table tennis, and now's their chance to get to the top of the magic ball in the final. Let's find out. Ooh. First backhand was nice, the second one drifted along. I think Jorgic is becoming quite notorious for his backhand. He's like a young Kalinikos Krianga. The Greek legend Krianga, one of the best European backhands of all time. We start by Pucar. Pucar, 24 years of age, 3 years older than Jorgic. Got to the round of 32 at the Austrian Open, round of 32 at the German Open, and round of 32 of the Swedish Open, all of which are top tier World Tour events. So Pucar's doing pretty well on the World Tour. It's not easy to reach the round of 32, because you've got to fight through 4 preliminary rounds before you even get there, unless you're a seeded player. Strong play from Pucar. Forgive me if my pronunciation is wrong. I think I've heard another commentator call him Pucar. Wow. Fireworks from both. It's been a good year of table tennis for Pucar, reaching the round of 16 of the World Championships. Fell short to Kokiniwa, but as I said before, he beat Ovcharov. What a rally. Strong play. I think forehand-wise, Pucar maybe slightly stronger, but on the backhand, Jorgic is unbeatable at times. And as I said, Tomislav Pucar has been at the top of European under-21 table tennis. He was the under-21 European champion back in 2017. Darko Jorgic got to the round of 64 at the most recent World Championships, which is still decent. Like, both players have bright futures, but they're both shining right now as well. So I think what I've just said is fairly obvious. 4 game points to Tomislav. Third ball kill, faded into the backhand. Dominant display. And a bit late, but it stops Pucar more seriously. 1-0 in the lead. Ooh, when he went for the big finish after 2 fiery forehands, Jorgic hangs on. Plays with a lot of pace. That backhand was a little bit half-hearted. Very, very strong play from Darko Jorgic. He's taken a couple of scalps on the World Tour. He's beaten Mate, the Chinese chopper, Jung Young Sik. That's to name a couple. similar start to what Pucar had, but the other way around. Jorgic 5-0 up. Clever push into the crossover point. That's the thing, when you're playing someone who's tall, they've got a bigger middle area. And when you play it into the middle, it's hard to move out the way to play a good quality shot. That's just dismissive, isn't it? Look at the power on the backhand. That's what I was saying before. Jorgic's backhand is as strong as many players' forehands. Flawless up to press, 8-love. Surely Pucar's not going to get granted here. Well, 9-love. Pucar's still got a spring in his step. Is it a lapse in concentration? It may be, but that doesn't change the fact that Jorgic is 10-love up. Are we going to see a mercy point from the Slovenian? Will he miss his serve on purpose? He will. 10-1. And likewise, Pucar gets to pretty much secure the game. What a third ball kill. Jorgic blasts that one to infinity and beyond. And since that second game, Jorgic has just not made a mistake, apart from the intentional one that he missed at 10-love up. He gave Pucar a mercy point, and that's the only point that Pucar's got in the last two games. Not sure if there was a service warning from the umpire there. And that's the first mistake Jorgic has made in quite a while. I think it's worth mentioning also that these two play in the Bundesliga. I think a lot of the top European players do. Bundesliga is a very strong league in the Premier Division. There's a lot of leagues that happen around the world. There's the Chinese Super League. Ooh! Jorgic goes for what would have been a miraculous backhand down the line. Perhaps overly optimistic, but I've seen him hit backhands like that before. As I was saying, there's the Bundesliga, the T-League, the Japanese new league. There's the Ultimate Table Tennis League, also a newly formed league that happens in India. Lots of leagues happening around the world. Bringing the world of table tennis together. But these two play the Bundesliga, so I'm sure that they're familiar with each other's games. Well, there's not really many words to describe that sort of shot. Clever from Jorgic. He didn't have time to rev himself up for a big attack, so he just used the pace of Pucar's ball just to manipulate the ball, block it. Aggressive flick in response to that previous point. Too strong from Pucar, away from the table, down but not out. High risk shots. But that's the thing about the pros, they play high risk shots, but they can play them on a consistent basis. Here we see another example of playing the ball into the opponent's body. (5-7). Second tower break. Jorgic is serving quite a lot with the backhand. Short with top spin to open up the rally as soon as he can. He's putting pressure more so now on the forehand of Pucar. Pucar going for the reverse pendulum into the forehand. And the point looked like it had Pucar written all over it, but Jorgic hangs in with the blocks. Extends his lead by 1. Killer flick. Very, very aggressive from Pucar. That flick is as strong as you're going to see. See Tomokazu Haramoto playing a few of those flicks. But all the top players are capable of it. A few standout backhands, but Pucar holds in and then creates some pace of his own. Out wide. It's interesting because both of these players... Oh, is it coming down? It's not. And Jorgic secures the game. Oh no, he doesn't. It's a lapse in concentration from myself. 10-8. I was saying, both players play for pretty strong national associations. Croatia has Andrej Gacina as well. And for a long time, the main Slovenian player was Bojan Tokic. He was the best Slovenian player for a while, but now Jorgic looks as though he's the main guy. Brave play from Pucar. It's a big swinging forehand. Too hot to handle. 10-all. Turn things around here. Just throwing a spanner in the works. Let's see how Jorgic responds now. He had his chances, he doesn't want to blow it. Beautiful flick, he spots where it's coming and makes his mind up there and then. Beautiful. Straight down the line. That was a clever change of serve. I thought he was going short to the forehand again. He changed it, went long into the backhand. Pucar didn't see it coming until it was too late. Game point again for Jorgic. And he holds in with the block. 13-11. 2 consecutive games for the 21. Arguably the biggest match for both of these players actually in terms of their European career. To get to the final of the Europe top 16 would be a huge landmark for both of them. The winner of this plays Timo Boll, who's quite used to being at that stage. It's interesting actually, I've just found out that these two were training with each other before this match, which shows that they're good friends off the table. Ooh. Oh, well, it turned from trickery and feeling into fireworks, didn't it? That's the beauty of table tennis, how things can change from being so intricate to being so powerful. Oh, that's world class from Pucar. Jorgic was strong. Pucar had an extra answer. Jorgic proving that he's got the forehand to match that backhand. But there's no match for that forehand. Out of sight. Nice shot from Pucar. Wasn't played with the most power, but the placement was what won him that one. 4-2 to the Croatian. And that's a clever receive because Jorgic is looking for Pucar to open up off that short topspin serve. Pucar gave him a slower ball, changed the pace. He went for the longer one then, but there was too much topspin. 5-3. Had a feeling this one was going to be close. Wow, that's really, really good play. Jorgic from that distance, his percentages go right down. Pucar doesn't lose many rallies from that position. Again, a softer receive. Jorgic not able to make his own pace off it. I was talking about this before, but both of these players will be hoping to play the Olympic Games. I'm sure they will be. What a backhand off the bounce. Sweet as a nut. Perfect timing point. Oh, what a point that was. A chop from Jorgic. Juicy Hyuk would have been proud of that one. And then he plays a Fan Zhen Dong-like backhand. Rips the ball. Impressive variation. But Pucar holds on. No matter how good a point is, it's only worth one. It's all about percentages. 6-8. It's interesting that Jorgic is still using a similar sort of serve. He does change the placement to keep Pucar guessing where it's going to go. But it's obvious that Jorgic is preferring this serve to set him up for the third ball. That's too much power. Too much heat, and Jorgic was stuck in the kitchen. Look at that. Nice third ball. Disguises where he's going to go with his shoulders and then plays it into the backhand. 3 game points. Tomislav Pucar. And the long reverse is read very, very well from Jorgic. There we see that flowing backhand again. Who do you think has the best European backhand of all time? There's a few ones. There's obviously Timo Boll. Krianga had it at the men's backhand. off Charov. And Jorgic saves another one. Well, well, well. This could be a twist in this semi-final tale. Because if Jorgic can steal this game, Pucar will not be a happy bunny. Brave serve though, I didn't see that one coming. Reverse pendulum, last minute change, sends it long. Jorgic facing another game point, can he save another one? He can. Pucar's away from the table and Jorgic says, well, that's fine, I'm just gonna keep my percentages high, just block the ball back. He knew he was in a good position, didn't have to overcommit. So strong on the third ball. Unleashes into it. Jorgic serving to stay in this fourth game yet again. And a swift little serve does the job. Fourth towel break. Both players looked relatively calm. They both regularly play the World Tour, so I guess they're used to the pressure. But because they know each other's games so well, it was bound to be quite close. Jorgic opens up the rally with a flick. The beauty of the Chiquita flick is that you can play it from the forehand side as well. Come around the ball a bit, like we see Lin Yunju doing so well. Pucar staying in the game. Gives Jorgic a slower receive again. I think he's done that a few times. Gets let off the hook and Pucar tempted to slam his bat on the floor. He doesn't want to pick up a yellow card though. You can tell how he was frustrated because that was a bread and butter forehand that he failed to eat up. Jorgic does it, it's that familiar backhand serve again. Pucar will be disappointed, he had a few chances. Jorgic starts off game 5, 3-1 in the lead, 1 away from setting up a dinner date with none other than Timo Boll. Whoa! That's why I was saying he reminds me of Kalinikos Krianga, courtesy of backhands like that are just unstoppable. Time out, let's see if it comes to anything. Aggressive flick, third ball, over the table, as though to say, enough is enough. Strong forehand on the parallel from Jorgic. Distance himself nicely, give himself a bit of extra time. 4-1, he's looking very strong indeed. And that one's slower into the body, equally as effective as a powerful shot. Pucar is in a spot of bother. Well, well, well. It's a firework display here. I thought for a second that Jorgic backhand was going to go on. Credit to Pucar though, he's staying positive despite the deficit. Spinny, slow forehand. requires you to really get over that sort of ball. Jorgic is playing probably his best table tennis right now. There's the big backhand, clips the top of the net and goes off. Clips the back edge. There's not a lot to separate these two players in terms of names on the paper sheet. Out of the 4 times that these two have played, it's 2-all, so it's neck and neck. The improvement from both on the senior circuit has been noticeable for me. Still edging away at the Slovenian stone. He needs this game and then an extra few games if he's to stay in. It's that slow spin again, revs up the back of the ball. It's a very hard shot, playing a counter. Look at this, off to off. Pucar goes for an off-trough-like serve. Jorgic reads it. 5 chances. First one saved. Jorgic on the brisk of victory. Ooh. I thought that was it. Pucar holds on. Slow receive again. Tempts Jorgic, but doesn't make contact with the ball. It's a few match points saved now. He has the serve. Does he have what it takes? Well, dreams have come true for Darko Jorgic, the 21-year-old Slovenian. The man in form has set up a dinner date.